Bloomberg speaks of a new political party in Japan, the Party of Hope. The Guardian highlights Brexit's new policies may take a hard turn at the UK's job market. Le Figaro reported on President Macron's budget bill draft for 2018-2022. Spiegel published the World Economic Forum's 2017-2018 Global Competitive Index. Al Jazeera announced Saudi Arabia's latest decree to allow women to drive. El Universal reported South Korea's kept Hana Bank to operate in Mexico. Hello, I am Elisa Carballo, and let's take a closer look at what's going on across the globe. Bloomberg reported earlier on this week about Japan's upcoming elections, where the governor of Tokyo, Yuriko Koike, is setting up with her team a party of hope. All of this in order to run up against Prime Minister Shinzo Abe from the Liberal Democratic Party. Given the elections were moved forward to October 22nd, Koike only has less than 1 month to pull together a political force she hopes can defeat Japan's current leader. I am establishing this party of hope to change Japan. We can change Japan because we are unfettered, and if Japan does not change, its international competitiveness and national security are all at risk, stated Yuriko Koike at a press conference. So far, she has already attracted 18% support in a survey, placing it second behind Abe's ruling Liberal Democratic Party on 29%. Back in the year 2009 elections, the Democratic Party won, a move that caused public anger over corruption in the long-running LDP. Ever since, however, the nuclear crisis and tsunamis have enraged citizens, reason why a changing leadership seems to be imminent. The Guardian stated that Brexit's new rules would restrict the possibility for UK companies to recruit non-skilled workers from Europe due to the new and recent proposals introduced. Some rules applied to non-European migrant workers would be extended to other European citizens, limiting the access to the UK jobs market. This restricts the ability of European nationals to apply for jobs in the UK. Low-skilled jobs, those that don't require a degree or equivalent, would be closed to European nationals in line with rules restricting applications from non-European migrants. And jobs that European nationals could apply for would have to pay a minimum of £30,000. It is right that the government wants to encourage employers to invest more in the UK labour force, stated Marley Morris, Senior Research Fellow at the IPPR. However, an approach that simply extends the non-European rules to European workers would be a big hit to our economy. For instance, hotels and restaurants, manufacturing and agriculture, more than 90% of European and European migrants currently working as employees in the UK would not be eligible under the non-European rules. Le Figaro highlighted Emmanuel Macron's recent budget bill for the upcoming 5 years. He set the course for 2018-2022, sticking to his tax-lowering promise during his entire campaign. The new budget bill represents 11 billion euros worth of tax cuts out of the 20 billion promised by 2022. During his campaign, Macron promised a tax exemption of 80% in households with a 30% reduction. On the other hand, the corporate breakdown will reach up to 25% by 2022, a fact that should be inscribed in Finance Act. Back in the year 2016, during his campaign, he stated, "I propose not to change the same tax several times during a 5-year term. We can reform the solidarity tax on wealth, which will be converted into a property tax in January 1st, 2018. Seeing this draft, it seems as if he is already sticking to his campaign promise. Spiegel spoke about Germany's position at the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report on 2017-2018, occupying number 5 on the entire ranking at a worldwide level out of 137 countries. The annual ranking is based on 12 uniform criteria for competitiveness, including the ability for companies to innovate, the straight framework for the economy, and the state of financial markets, infrastructure, and education. The highest score Germany acquired was for having the highest degree of protection of workers' rights as well as innovations. Al Jazeera reported a great leap for women in Saudi Arabia as of now. A royal decree signed by King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud announced the right for women to drive. It will be effective immediate. Nonetheless, it may take a few months to actually be implemented, presumably between June 23rd and 24th of the year 2018. The kingdom means to push a gender reform as part of the government's 2030 vision plan for a social and economic post-oil era, despite backlashes from religious conservatives. In fact, Saudi Arabia was the only country in the world that banned women from driving. Alawid bin Talal, an influential Saudi prince, called for an urgent end to the ban, saying it is a matter not just of rights but of economic necessity. Preventing a woman from driving a car is today an issue of rights similar to the one that forbade her from receiving an education or having an independent identity. Earlier on this week, El Universal announced a joint venture between South Korea's Kep Hana Bank officially as a license to operate in Mexico. The new lender in Mexico will focus mainly on corporate finance and international trade after Mexico's finance ministry and banking regulator approved such license. This will boost commercial relations between South Korea as well as Mexico. Mexico's Ministry of Finance and the National Banking and Stocks Commission assured their commitment to the construction of an efficient, inclusive, and open financial system that provides a greater range of products and services according to the needs of the market. Ergo, let's wait and see for this financial strategy and joint venture between South Korea and Mexico and how it all turns out for citizens and corporations. Thank you so much for joining us. This was all for today. Remember, browse through our website for more information. We are on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com. You can find us on social networks too. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, check out our videos on YouTube. You're watching Mexico News Network's World Today, an objective scope across the world. Until next time.